You don't have your camera set up.
Too nervous.
You don't want to document this part? Too bad.
Please enjoy my stories or whatever else might be on my mind today. Kind of a big moment. I got a hole in my van. Got the window mounted, got the frame on the inside, it's all looking good. Got all the protective plastic off of the outside. Time for the water test. Hold your breath. Yes, we have a drip. Making a little wall that's going to go right there on the other side of the water tank. Making straight cuts for years. I've just used a ruler, clamps, and a saw block. Line that all up. The block is cut exactly the same as the saw. Sometimes it doesn't matter if it's a totally straight cut. You could do it by hand. I could have done that by hand up here on this end because it just goes to the roof or the ceiling. It doesn't really matter if it's perfectly straight. But what's left over might be used for something else, and it might need to be perfectly straight. So I always do guided cuts. How was your nap?
My nap was good.
I didn't wake you up?
No.
I was making noise back there.
Well, I did hear you. You did wake me up when you were getting stuff out of the refrigerator.
Oh, well, I came in and made myself a hamburger after I finished with the van for the day.
Yeah, I heard you. But I went back to sleep.
Good. Well, between the workshop and your bed back there is your closet.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked.
And it's full.
Should we have that conversation again? You washed your hair today.
You washed my hair.
Oh, I was going to give you credit.
Oh.
It came out really nice. It's like you got all the curl backs like the day you came out of the beauty parlor.
I don't think in the back it's as curly, though.
Move your hand so we can see it. No, it's curly. It's nice.
Oh. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. All my friends will tell you the same thing.
Oh, I'm sure
They'll leave comments about it. I'll read them to you.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, friends. It's a beautiful sunny Saturday afternoon here in Sonoyta, Arizona. And I need to put together a Sunday video for you. So let's go see what we've done on the van this week. When I started out, I said that the back corner where the shower is would be the most complicated. Window. We're going to talk about the window later. The most complicated corner because it's the water tank and the main parts of the water system. There'll be a water pump down there. The hot water heater up there. And it's been difficult, but it's coming together. Got the shower, Laveo dry flush toilet. And 2 walls. Now the walls are not permanently mounted yet, but it's coming along. So this is going to be a drawer, and I actually bought 5-foot, 500-pound slides for that. And when I got them, I think they're too heavy. The storage space doesn't justify the weight, but then it occurred to me, so I said, I'll only make it to the end of the wheel cover, which was 4 feet. And then it occurred to me, I'm doing pocket doors. The pocket door would go right through the middle of the drawer, so that drawer is only going to be 2 feet deep. You know, I don't have a written, drawn plan for all of this. It's just in my head, so sometimes my head doesn't work just quite right. But most of the time, it does. Oh, speaking of the water heater, I got a comment last week from a guy that said he had the same water heater and he mounted it upside down so that he could winterize it to drain all the water out of it so it wouldn't keep water in it and freeze. And I actually replied to the comment and said, hey, that's a great idea. And I mounted mine upside down. And then I got to thinking about it. So I went and read the directions. It says, absolutely do not do that. Now, I think if you spend over $300 for a Bosch brand or something like that, you can mount them on the side. But the pressure release valve has to be on the top or it doesn't work right. The way those small ones work is that the cold water comes in the bottom and the hot water rises to the top. So if you turn it upside down, the cold comes in the top and the hot water never gets to it doesn't work right. Anyway, I need to find that guy's comment and ask him if he spent the $300 and some for the brand that you can do that with. Because if you've got one just like mine, which is what he said, not only is it a bad idea because it won't work right, it's dangerous. It could explode. That's what I read. Of course, the finished part of the plan is that there's a cover for the shower pan so that this is just actually just a floor, unless you're using the shower. Now, let's talk about the window. I've done 3 water tests trying to seal it up. It's got more leaks than I originally thought. I've taken the frame back off. I've tried caulking it on the inside. I'm hesitant to caulk it on the outside because that could get messy and not very cosmetically pleasing, but I'm frustrated with it. I haven't done anything with it for several days because, as I said, I'm frustrated with it, but I'll get it eventually. Stay tuned on that one. I'm about to the point where I have to start wiring. I'm going to use my Afri P280. Has the main power supply, and if I need extension batteries for it, I'll get them. I did one little piece of wiring. I have a 12-3 plug-in for the hot water heater. You may have seen it plugged in behind that wall there. This split. See, there's a seam right there. There's 4 screws holding that whole panel on. If I take the faucet off, take out those 4 screws, I can access all of the plumbing that might leak and the hot water heater if it might need to be serviced or replaced. I think I said in one of my other videos that it's not my intention to do a how to build a van video. I'm just doing it my way. I have some building experience, but it's different. Nothing's square. It gets narrower at the top. The walls are kind of rounded. It's a challenge. I think I'm up to it, but it's a challenge. Anyway, I started to say I'm not doing a how-to video, and I haven't turned my camera on as much as I should have probably, but I'll just give you weekly updates on what's going on. So the way you winterize your hot water heater in an RV, if you can't drain it totally, is the same way we've been doing it for 50 years. You put antifreeze in it, RV antifreeze.
Is it?
Well, we're in Patagonia at the gathering ground for lunch, and I've always enjoyed the cloud people painted on the wall, but now some photographer has covered it all up. What do you have?
I have a
Patagonia coffee.
Patagonia coffee, and it's got Kahlua.
4 shots in Kahlua?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Water.
Really good.
Coca-Cola. Yet to be seen. Well, I'm real sorry. I forgot to film my food. I had a Cuban. I had the Cuban.
Great accent. Oh yeah, you're in the U.S. again.
So you wanted me to call?
This is for your RV friend.
You wanted me to call it a Cubano?
You say it different every time. So it gets better.
What are you eating? You had a coffee and a
Taste your finish?
chocolate chip cookie.
What's your line, Mom?
You know,
What's
you
your line?
you could save some of that and eat it in the car on the way home.
You can shut up, too.
Now she's annoyed enough to pull it off.
What are you eating? You eating a cookie?
The same
You could
cookie
just-
I was eating
you
when you asked me before.
You could save that and just eat part of it on the way home in the car.
You can shut up and let me eat my cookie in peace.
And another Arizona sunset finishes out our week. Hey, if you like me, give me one of those thumbs up. And please subscribe and hit that little bell so you know when I post next. Please share me with your friends on social media. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed what was on my mind today.